Hey family, I hope you guys are doing well on this Wednesday or whenever you're seeing this video. Listen, Spirit is saying that for many of you, it feels like within the past couple of weeks to a month, you've been feeling like you're on an emotional or spiritual roller coaster. You don't know exactly what it is. It seems like you're stuck. It seems like, and this won't be everybody's message, and if it's not, that's fine. Take it only how it resonates for you. If it does not apply, please let it fly. But for who I'm speaking to, Spirit is saying that you've been going through a myriad of emotions. It's like you've been on an emotional roller coaster and you don't know why. There's nothing that's radically wrong other than the regular life be lifing, but nothing that would call or command for you to be going through an emotional crisis or feeling down or feeling like you're stuck or feeling like things are not going to work out or feeling like things are unraveling at the seams or slowly falling apart. The Holy Spirit is saying that this is not your energy. In the last 6 months to a year, for some of you up to 2 years, you've been going through from changes to transitions. You started out going through changes based on the people or a person or people that you were dealing with. You pulled your energy back from a lot of people. You pulled your energy back to yourself. You've gone into hermit mode and you started pouring into self, working on self, working towards building a stable foundation, working towards reestablishing your foundation of who you are, of what you want in life, where you're going, realizing your worth and not letting people play with you, play in your face, lie to you, and burden you with problems that don't belong to you. Spirit is saying that this transformation, this change that went from change to transition to transformation, which is where you are right now, has a lot of people under judgment right now. A lot of people are being judged for the things that they did. A lot of people did not think that you would be able to overcome the situations that they deliberately put you through. And now for some of you, there are several people, ex-lovers, friends, family members, that are pulling on, for some of you even children, your adult children, that are pulling on your energy. Because what it is that these people know that they did you wrong. Some of them want to come back in and try and right their wrongs. But for some of you, you have people blocked, you've moved, you have put up your boundaries and you're not receiving people that you don't want to receive. You have made it where there's not easy access to you anymore. People are not easily able to access you anymore because you realize that you were the key. You realize that with the high priestess, that people get offended by your presence sometimes. They get offended by your knowledge. They get offended by your spirit because in essence, your light irritates their demons. And once you started to level up, understand and realize who you are, people are not able to just tell you any old thing anymore. And you just sit quietly and don't say anything. You're now enabling your boundaries. You're speaking up for self. You're standing in your power. And you're letting your truth be known. And rightfully so. Because there were people that projected their lies, their deceit, their trickery, their betrayal off on you as if you did something to them, as if they were justified in what they were doing to you, how they were treating you. And these people knew they were wrong. But when it got to the end of a situation, Spirit is saying that you had no choice in many instances to walk away. You took it on the head. Even though you knew you weren't wrong in the situation, you knew that your knowledge was not off, that somebody was keeping secrets, somebody was lying to you, somebody had a secret life. Spirit says somebody had a secret wife. Take it on how it resonates for you. But nevertheless, that puts a lot of people in an energy right now of being burdened. They're burdened by their misdeeds. They're burdened by knowing that they hurt you and you did not deserve that. You didn't deserve the hurt. You didn't deserve them sitting back, plotting and scheming on you, trying to use you. You didn't deserve any of this. But now that the tables are turned, people are going through the same type of delays, blocks, distractions. Everything that they did to you, they're now getting it back, multiplied, because a lot of them were warned to not come against you. They had spiritual warnings. They had 3D warnings. They didn't heed any of them. So now, Spirit is saying that you kept going. You kept persevering. And you didn't let anything discourage you. But this person, whoever I'm speaking of, or these people that were going out of their way to try and hurt you, to try and knock you off of your throne. You got the emperor and the empress out here. Somebody was trying to disgrace you. Somebody was trying to displace you. Somebody was trying to replace you. But for whoever it was and whatever it was, they were able to do anything. All they did was take themselves to stagnation. If you are a man, you were with an empress in the reverse. Somebody that is not fruitful. Somebody that causes you delays. Somebody that tells a lot of lies. Somebody that is very dishonest, deceitful. Somebody that is not loyal. Somebody that preys on your downfall instead of working with you, they're working against you. If you were a woman, you were working with an emperor in the reverse. Somebody that is cold-hearted, cruel. Somebody that wants to be in control. Somebody that is at war with themselves and at war with everyone else. But male or female, you are now sitting in a Queen of Pentacles energy. You're quiet. You're peaceful. You're not inserting yourself into pictures where people don't appreciate you. You're not inserting yourself into people's lives that seem like they don't want you there. You're not going anywhere where you're being tolerated instead of celebrated. Nowhere where you're not appreciated. You've learned to love on you. And you're still learning. But you didn't, and you don't understand, why do things feel like they're coming to a screeching halt? That's because you're getting ready to move in another direction. You're being guided to a higher timeline. And it seems like things have been going crazy. It seems like things have been topsy-turvy. It seems like things have been a little offbeat. That's only because things are being moved around and reworked for you. But it seems like maybe I'm stuck. Maybe I'm experiencing stagnation. You're not. Those are the energies of the people that are under judgment for the things that they did to you. They're pulling on you. They're pulling on you, not wanting to come and be accountable to your face. They're pulling on you energetically, wanting you to know that they're sorry for the way they treated you. They're sorry for not believing you or not believing in you, taking how it resonates for you. These people are burdened by what is happening to them and they are panicking. And as they panic, they're pulling on you in your dream state. They're pulling on you in the 5D any way they can try to access you. Because like I said, for many of you, this person or these people are blocked from your energy. Whether you block them or whether your spirit team blocked them, they no longer have access to you. But they need the Queen of Pentacles. They need this nurturing. They need you. This is somebody that did not believe in you for real. Somebody that did not want to work with you. Somebody that... This is coming out as somebody that was just silly. You were dealing with a very foolish individual, be they young or old. I'm getting that some of them is between the ages of 30 and 49 years old. Taking on how it resonates. That's not for everybody. They may be a little younger. They may be a little older. But this person acted their shoe size instead of their age. This is somebody that was not appreciative for anything that you did. This is somebody that didn't care about your feelings. This is somebody that thought that they could play with your heart, play in your face, lead you on, string you along, and keep getting all of the benefits of a spouse level commitment while giving you sneaky link and side piece type of energy in return. They didn't value you as a higher level soulmate. They didn't value you as somebody that was sweet and loving. Somebody took the words sweet and loving and thought that they could replace them with gullible and foolish because they thought that you were foolish. This is somebody that they don't love themselves. They don't think they are worth anything. And the reason why they were treating you the same way is because they feel like you foolish for pouring into them because they know that they ain't worth the shit. Excuse my French. But they know that they ain't worth they not worth the salt that goes in bread, and there's only a pinch of salt that goes in bread. This is somebody that felt like, and it's really a slap in their own face because this person felt like you had to be a damn fool for the stuff that you was doing for them, because if that was them, they would not do it. This is somebody that didn't realize that good, bad, or in between, you saw something better in them. You saw who they could be versus who they were. You saw their potential. Let's get that word again. Stop falling in love with potential. But somebody didn't see the good for what it was. Somebody didn't see, you know what? I know I ain't shit. I know I'm no good. But you know what? This man or this lady loves me, man. And I need to look at myself. I need to focus on myself and look at myself in the mirror and ask myself what it is that I need to do to change the level up. Because I really would like to be the way that they see me. Because, man, however they see me, I damn sure don't see myself that way. Because they didn't. And so it was just like them being outside of themselves, not realizing that, hey, fool, this person is pouring into you. This person is trying to help you build up, level up, grow up, step up, stand up, show up for yourself, first of all, and then for your journey. Because once you can face yourself, stand up for self, then you're ready to heal self and get on the journey. Do that shadow work. But this person did not do this. This person did everything but that. This is somebody that felt as though you felt like you were better than them, but you never told them that. You never displayed that type of behavior. This is somebody that, by the way that they are used to operating and living and how they operate, they felt like you were better than them. Or they felt like you thought that way. They know you didn't think that way because your actions show differently. But the reason why they're caught in these feelings right now is because they know they did you wrong. They took you wrong. And that's the reason why you moved on. That's the reason why they're not in your life now. For many of you, some of these people are praying, hoping, and wishing for one more chance with you, for a new beginning, so they can prove to you that they've learned their lesson, that they'll never do this again. If you give them one more chance, the Spirit is saying for many of them, this is said and all said and done. For some, time is far spent, and there will be a lot of work regardless. There's two paths to choose, but the choice is yours, family. You could choose to not. But if this was an abusive relationship, I'm not talking to you. But if this was a relationship where there was a lot of hard work, there were years put into it, and things somehow fell along the wayside because of a person not being healed, and you're not being healed, and you had to heal, they had to heal, and then there's possibly something to salvage. But for somebody that went out of their way to keep you in third-party entanglements, went out of their way to make sure that they made you feel less than, made you feel less of, made you feel like you were not enough, wanted you to be in competitions with all of their other options that they thought that they had, not realizing that they had everything they needed in you.
Somebody couldn't see the forest for the trees. Somebody could not see the long-term benefits of working beside you, working with you. Somebody was afraid to succeed. Somebody didn't want to put in the work. Somebody was giving in to wishful thinking. Somebody felt like they were the program. They were the star. They were looking to be seen. You know, you're somebody that is stable. You're somebody that works. You're somebody that has a business. You're somebody that's very intuitive. You're somebody that ain't got time to play games. And this person played a lot of games. They were very, very childish. Had you, you know, in an energy that you don't operate in. You know, this is somebody that you had to shrink yourself in order to even understand them, because they never could understand you. When you speak, they don't understand what you're saying. They'll tell you that they didn't understand. And you're like thinking that this person is doing this on purpose. No, but really, a lot of them really didn't understand your words. Even, and you're like, but I was speaking plain English. Yeah, but somebody truly did not understand anything that you was telling them. Because this is somebody that is an adult with a child's mind when it comes down to reasoning, when it comes down to compassion, when it comes down to ethics. This is somebody that has arrested development. It's somebody that they look the part. They even kind of talk the part, but if they have to dig deep and go within, there's no depth there. They're very shallow in character. Their mindset is very shallow, very childish, very immature. This is somebody that's very reckless and impulsive because they don't know how to problem solve. They don't know how to. This is somebody that doesn't know. They don't have good reasoning skills. Somebody who is very, very sketchy, very flighty. Somebody that always grabbing the bull by the tail. This is somebody that does a lot of backward stuff, family. Somebody that didn't realize that you were sent as a blessing. They were listening to a lot of karmic energy, Spirit is saying. A lot of people that were just like them. And of course, they was giving them the advice that they would not follow. Even being karmic as they are, some of them gave them advice that they knew they wouldn't take. Some of them wanted to see them throw something good away. Why? Because a lot of their people that they were dealing with, a lot of their friends, a lot of their associates, family members that they hung out with, or people that they consider family, a lot of these people were toxic and lost just like them. And of course, some of them gave them the advice that they would take for themselves, and others gave them the advice that they know they wouldn't take. Just to see them fall, just to see them fail, so that they could laugh in their face, so that they could make fun of them, so that they could see them wallow in self-pity, so that they could laugh, so that they could have somebody to say, man, I know how it is. It happened to me. If they really loved you, they would have stayed there. That person ain't really love you. And if they're the same person that if they see you in the grocery store, will try to give you their phone number. Because for some of you, you got some people that were close to your person. They may have tried to reach out to you, tried to contact you, wanted to see if they could hook up with you, take you out. But that's off limits for you. Because you don't go behind somebody that you've been with. Their friends are off limit. And that's what's wrong with some of these people. They had no boundaries. They didn't know. They knew. They didn't care. Your family members are supposed to be off limits. There are boundaries. Your friends are supposed to be off limits. Those are boundaries. Those are lines that you don't cross. Those are connections that are supposed to be sacred, especially when it's your family. But in this day and age, people do not care. Your lovers, they got lovers that don't care. They will sleep with your family members. Family members don't care. They will sleep with your lovers. Out of all the 6 billion people on earth, they couldn't find nobody else but to mess with somebody that you've been with. That's trifling. That's low down. It's trashy. It's giving trash bucket. These people know that you're a healer, you're a star. And they know that you're calm, you're peaceful. You have hope, you bring hope. But this is somebody that was very arrogant. Somebody that, like I said, they was cruel and careless. They don't care. This is somebody that they just move to the beat of their own drum. They just move how they want to move, however they feel like it. If they everything for them is a calculated step. because they're moving out of strategy. Always trying to get away with something. Never trying to be straight up. And when you don't deal straight up, you end up getting caught up by the same type of circumstances that you place in the lives of other people. This is somebody that gave into a lot of illusions. They didn't believe the truth. They didn't want you to see the truth. But now, you moved on. You're taking a fresh look at life through a fresh set of eyes. And you don't have time to play games with people. You've completed cycles of hurt and stagnation, being stuck. You completed these cycles and you're moving on. You know, this is somebody that abuse their power. They are with the strength card. They abuse their power. They try. They kept chaos and discord around you, but you going in. Done the work. Protecting yourself. Keeping chaos out of your energy field. Keeping chaotic people. Keeping dishonest and disloyal people away from you. You're protecting yourself. And people are not used to you doing this. This is why you've been feeling all these different energy pools, because you got different people pulling on you for different reasons. All of them for the wrong reason, but the reason is, if they had never done anything wrong, if they had never violated you, if they had never abandoned you, if they had never hurt you, if they had never deceived you, if they had never tried to get away with something from you and keep it away from you, keeping you in an illusion and trying to make you think that you're delusional, they would have never been going through this right now. So they took their own self to the plight where they are. Spirit is saying, do your spiritual maintenance and protect your energy and keep going. Because this is not your problem. This too shall pass. But Spirit wants you to know you're not losing it. You're not going backwards. Things are not getting ready to crash and burn. Other people's lives are getting ready to crash and burn for the way that they did you. They did a lot. They did some stuff that was inhumane. They did some things that really are supposed to be unforgivable, man. But forgiveness ain't for you, baby. It ain't for them. It's for you. It is for you. It's for you. If this is your message, family, I want you to put red hearts in the chat and say, not today, baby. Not today. Because we're not going to let nobody drain our energy. We're not going to let anybody pull us into their chaotic fields. We're not going to let anybody pull us into their thirst traps or have us trying to figure out what's going on or bring them back in for another round so they can go on and shut it down this time. They missed it the first time. So we're going to give them the weapon all over again and give them another chance at destroying us. And even if that's not what they want to do, you don't trust them no more because they did too much. And this is the consequences of their actions. I love you guys. Keep going. Keep growing. And remember, we are Divine Truth Oracle. We do not chase trends. We move timelines, baby. I love you guys. Bye.